It will have been nearly 2.5 years since the premiere of The Mandalorian Season 2 by the time the first episode of Season 3 drops on Disney+. And don't get me wrong, most Star Wars fans are excited for this upcoming season, but it's worth discussing why some fans are not excited for the next installment of the hit show. Let me know in the comments section whether you're excited for this upcoming season, and I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of Senators. Alright, let's discuss 3 reasons why excitement may be low for the next season of The Mandalorian. First, I think it's safe to say that many Star Wars fans believe Grogu and The Mandalorian reunite too early. For those casual fans who watched The Mandalorian Season 2, they might be confused when they realize Grogu and Din Djarin have reunited. While this is not necessarily a deal breaker, it was an extremely odd choice by Disney. Personally, I am not a fan. It's not that I never wanted Grogu and Din Djarin to reunite. It's just I would have rather them reunite a bit more into the future, after they've had time to go their separate ways and pursue their own journey. It feels like a cash grab to me. Disney knows how popular Grogu is amongst casual fans, and with The Mandalorian being the most popular Star Wars show on Disney+, it makes sense why they would reintroduce Grogu into the show so early. I just don't understand why the entire main plot of the first 2 seasons would just be tossed away so quickly. And not only was it quick, Grogu and Din Djarin reunite in a completely different show. One could argue the first 2 seasons were primarily to introduce lots of characters for spin-off shows, but I still feel like, from a story perspective, it doesn't make sense to completely throw away the point of the first 2 seasons. Most casual Star Wars fans who watch The Mandalorian will probably not care. However, they may be confused. But I do think hardcore fans will care, especially when considering this next reason. The second reason excitement may be low is because of the lack of intrigue with the 2022 Disney Plus projects. Let's start with the Book of Boba Fett, or Beta Fett as some have dubbed him. While it was nice to see our favorite bounty hunter back in action after so many years, his own show was a little underwhelming. The best parts of the show were the parts where Boba Fett wasn't in them, not to mention this is the show where Grogu and the Mandalorian reunite. Many fans didn't like how the Book of Boba Fett turned out, but were at least satisfied with Star Wars content. Then Kenobi. So many Star Wars fans were excited to see the return of Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor. But, long story short, it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. I personally felt it was low budget, almost like a fan film, and I think many Star Wars fans felt the same way. Not to mention the writing was, well, interesting. And then Andor. Just go watch it. All this to say, Tales of the Jedi was great. It was widely supported amongst all Star Wars fans. I just have this feeling that 2022 Star Wars content turned Star Wars fans off. And by that, I mean it killed the excitement for future projects. I see it in the comments section of so many videos. People saying they are done with Star Wars. Are they really done? I don't know. But if Lucasfilm continues to deliver poorly executed projects, I fear it will have a long-term impact on the excitement for future projects, which could include The Mandalorian Season 3. Finally, it's clear The Mandalorian Season 3 will indeed begin connecting with the sequel trilogy. No matter how you feel about the sequel trilogy, it's without question the films are divisive. Many fans don't want their cherished shows, like The Mandalorian, to connect with a trilogy of movies they may not even consider to be canon. We know Grogu was involved with the Empire's cloning operation, as we can see what appears to be a clone of Snoke in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. We also get small hints of the First Order throughout the second season. Both of these, along with some news dropped just this week, spoiler warning if you'd like to skip ahead, are leading us to believe Lucasfilm has every intention of connecting with the sequel trilogy. The Praetorian Guards, as seen in The Last Jedi, are rumored to make an appearance in the show. And with that, many fans are expecting to see Snoke make an appearance in some way. And The Mandalorian isn't the only show connecting to the sequels. Currently, The Bad Batch is establishing its ties with the sequels as well. Lucasfilm has every intention of linking the sequels with their future projects. If you thought the sequels were being retconned or quote-unquote ignored, think again. They are very much a part of Lucasfilm's plans. And I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I personally hope future projects help the sequels make more sense, one way or another. So I welcome sequel trilogy connections. I just wonder if other fans will do the same. If you like this video, check out my last video where I discuss whether Ahsoka will be rejoining the new Jedi Order.